guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Justwork podcast. We're going to go into branding today. Everything about brand.
Yes, sir.
All that type of stuff. I'm your host, Charles.
I'm your co-host, Richard.
There we go. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Let's jump right
This one will probably be a little bit shorter today. Trying to keep it on the goodness of easiness today. So today we're going to talk about our brand, JWP, Justwork Podcast.
I like the ring of that.
It sounds nice.
It actually flows around too bad.
JWP. That sounds pretty cool.
It's not bad.
I don't know. I'm kind of into it. I'm biased, though. I'm very biased.
A little bit. We're just a little bit biased.
Just a tad bit biased about that statement, right? So what are we going to do as far as, like...
Who we are as a brand, really.
Who we are as a brand, yeah. So... we did some talking prior to this going on the podcast or whatnot, and we kind of came to concise it together to the idea of the brand is to create, to inspire, and to just work. All three of those kind of correlate with each other. Both of them correlate with the last one. Mm-hmm. But the idea is the just work thing. For me, I had it. Basically, I kind of made it up a long time ago, but it was the idea of just putting one foot in front of the other and just keep going.
Just keep swimming? Like
yeah,
Dory?
Just keep swimming. Yeah, exactly. But the idea in which maybe it's not all the work you could have put in that day, or maybe it's not the most beneficial work, or maybe it is the best amount of work you could put, but at least there's intent to make a step forward.
Right, because that's the best way you could have done that day.
That is the best way I can describe how I want to define just work is an intent in which you are moving forward, but it's not. It goes for all levels of moving forward. Maybe it's the first step, maybe it's a middle step, maybe it's a step backwards to move forward. Mm-hmm. Kind of analogy right there, but that's kind of where I was going with it.
Yeah, definitely, and I think here too. I mean, I hopped on the train a little bit later, but I feel like here though, like we're not coming to you guys like as like coaches or as like these people who are like experienced, done all
we
this.
We don't want to be like the gurus or that kind of shit.
No.
That's not the idea of the tale we're trying to tell. Basically,
it's more of a journey, really.
More of a journey,
and basically, it's like. We're just kind of like bringing all of our experiences and our differences and backgrounds, even though we relate on so many levels, but we have different upbringings, different backgrounds. I mean, a lot of people have, not everyone's the same. And we're basically just coming together in a space where we can kind of just tell our experiences. Like, I mean, what we're saying is, it's our truth, but not necessarily it has to be your truth. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone has opinions, all that type of
Exactly.
So that's the to create part. To keep pumping out content. I want to see how fast we can keep pushing it, keep going.
We've been going pretty good right now. Yeah.
Going pretty good. We're at episode 5. Everything's kind of moving smoothly, but there's going to come obstacles, life, that type of shit.
Yep. I don't hate you yet. So
I don't hate you yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
So, it's real easy. So that's the to create part. To inspire. In any which shape or form we could provide knowledge and experience, value, helpfulness. That's basically the goal. That is the idea of the whole thing.
We want to make an impact.
Make an impact, exactly. And then to the just work part, exactly as I just said, regardless if it's 1 step, 8 steps, or fucking 100, at least there's an intent forward, and that is the main idea of just work. We want to pertain to not just one area of life, but to all aspects. I mean, in which everywhere you go, you should be making an attempt to be better. I mean, a lot of people, even if you hate your job, you should still intend to be the best at your job.
Right.
Even if you fucking hate it. Basically, that's what I do. I hated a lot of jobs. I was the best Wendy's employee back in 2014. No lies.
Hey, bro. I was the best fucking Gap employee.
See, look at that shit. Look at that.
But what we're trying to say is, like, just do shit with intention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And don't half-ass shit. I mean, I'm not saying, like, go hard 100%, but it's just like, like we don't have a lot of time on this place, you know what I mean? And you just want to maximize the moment. You only have one life, and you want to maximize your experience as much as possible.
Yep. That's exactly the idea. Now we get a nice little beep in the middle of the podcast. What nice. Next thing, our intent is the idea to tell a journey type of a story for the both of us. We both came from 2 different backgrounds. Rich comes from like immigrant type family, came to America, that kind of deal. He should have been a damn doctor because he's Asian, you know. That's how it should have went, for real, bro. But look at him, oh my God. I come from adoption, that type of deal, the system, all that kind of area of life. That's where I come from. So it's two very different places where we come from, but the whole idea is to tell a journey. Rich has been in areas in which I haven't been,
and he's been in a lot of
areas.
And
I've been in a lot of areas he probably hasn't been. We both sit in probably two different frames of mindset, so it's just, but we can collide with each other on like chemistry and how we talk to each other and respect for others' values for each other. That works out very good for us, so that's a good thing. So that's where we kind of came up with the idea for the podcast thing is, I don't know, I could talk to Rich and I don't hate him in 2 minutes. So.
And I was like, I'm not annoyed by you yet, so I was like, I kind of like this guy, you know what I mean?
Fair deal right there. But we believe we could provide a journey type of value because we both come from different places, we'll both go different places. We'll both be able to experience things, and it'll be very, very fun to see if we can bring those to the same table all together. And that correlates, and it'd be I feel like it's a beneficial value if this really picks up and like later on the road, because we'd appeal to two different audiences.
Oh yeah, of course.
Basically, in which would help both.
Right, and it's kind of cool though too, despite coming from so many different backgrounds though, but like we do have a lot of commonalities too as well. Like we both came from like a wrestling background. You know what I mean? We both obviously powerlifting. Okay, all right. Shit talking. He's always a fucking shit talker. You know what I mean? But it's kind of cool though where we can again create this space and come together in a space where we can just talk about just life and shit like that, because you know what I mean. It's just like it's kind of fun. It's just fun. I mean, honestly, it's just fun.
I can enjoy doing this. That's the easiest part about it is just doing it.
It doesn't feel like work.
So basically, even though it's just work, damn it. Basically, to go into that, we're gonna go through a lot of. We're running the 10 series I described last one. A lot of the first five right here were very much our experiences type deals. The next 5 will be pretty much kind of similar. We kind of already mapped it out pretty much. And we'll run 10 series throughout most of it as we keep going. Then it'll be like people and people inspire us.
And I think that'll be really
knowledge that we can provide, that kind of stuff.
Or even the people the guests that we can bring in, they can bring so many different insights and values from there. And like honestly, it's just kind of cool to like know their story too. Well. And because different backgrounds, different experiences, and perspective, power of perspective, man.
Next little area in which we're going to go to is how we grow. I'm very going to be very optimistic here and say that we will grow to probably be very I don't know how to fucking say that word. Beneficiaries of each other. You know what I mean? Rich will go into areas in his life that are going to be a lot different than mine, and I will go into areas in which will be a lot different than his. And to be able to provide this at the same table, essentially, would probably be very helpful to an audience. I think. However you want to put that. Last little thing we want to leave you guys with is basically in this area, in this world of like we're all coaches and we're all gonna drop knowledge, and it's very much like there's a pot and everyone wants a piece of the coin basically, and people want to put themselves in shoes they're not in yet. That's kind of not where we want to target. I pulled myself out of coaching. I was like, this isn't me for right now. I'm not ready for that.
I took a break from it.
It's definitely something I didn't want to intrude on, and I knew it was happening and that kind of deal. To sit here and say I'm better than people and say I know more shit or that kind of dumb arrogance is retarded for me. But in that area, we want to tell more like a tale. Everything that comes from us will be our experiences, our mistakes, we believe. Is what we know, our mistakes, all that type of stuff is going to be more like told on a story, and that's kind of where we want the brand to go. We don't want to sit here talking like, oh, that didn't, and we know shit, that kind of deal. It's just going to be more like an experience type of deal.
And learn from our failures too. I mean, because I guarantee you, we are going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like the shit that we do, the shit that we did right, and the shit that we did wrong. You know what I mean? And we want you guys to like kind of learn from that too, because like again, we're all learning from each other.
Exactly.
So
and then the last thing Rich put on here is why is brand important. Let's get the shit straight. In this world, it's what 2020. How many shit have changed from 2000 to 2020?
Night and day, bro. The internet.
Night and fucking day, dude. So do you think 2040 is gonna be anything but craziness? No. brand. Brand is extremely important nowadays because pretty soon everyone and their fucking grandma's going to be able to make a fucking shirt. And it's not going to be what's the shirt is made of. It's going to be what the name on the shirt is. So
yeah, and we're not talking about like prestige or name brand. It's just kind of like who you are as an. I mean, like with branding, it's important, right? Because nowadays, like that's kind of like your resume in a sense. Yeah, I mean, like because again, we talked about this in the last episode, like how like. College degrees, certifications, they don't mean shit unless you go to an Ivy school or like or you coach world-class athletes and stuff like that. All that shit, it doesn't matter unless you. I mean, it's not that it doesn't matter, but you get what I'm saying, though, right? I mean, like it's like that's. So I think with the blueprint that we
matters,
leave,
but like everyone has kind of the same thing on their resume, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So if everyone has the same thing, what does it come down to?
No,
who
you are as an individual, exactly. And that's why if I have clients and stuff like that. All the shit that I tell you, you can find online. I'm transparent about that. But basically, what you're paying for though is what you're paying for me as a coach. How I coach you and how I can relate to you.
You sure I don't want to pay for Athlete X regurgitated through your mouth, bro? I really want to pay for that.
At SWAT University, actually.
Oh my god! Is that really what you're charging me? Fuck.
Yeah, $150. But anyways,
fuck.
But basically, those like you're paying for my knowledge and experience, so that's encapsulated into one, and how I apply it to you, and how I can relay that information to you. Yep. And again, we talked about this too with mentorship and stuff like that too. In coaching, it's kind of similar in a sense, and it will expedite your process.
It's a
lot of similar. And it'll expedite your process.
If you don't look up to your coach, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and I feel like your coach too should like also inspire you to be like better in other areas of your life too, not just fitness, because fitness relates.
I know mine did when I was in high school. Shit.
Yeah, dude, my coach, he kicked my ass night and day, bro. He instilled. I think any wrestler.
Like, you a bitch.
Okay, don't be a bitch. No, I feel like any wrestler who took wrestling serious, I think I'm pretty sure their wrestling coach in some way, somehow inspired, instilled some sort of like hard, like work ethic.
Yeah.
Like
keep
just
going.
Yeah, just keep going,
when it
bro.
gets tough, you go.
You tired? Nah, you keep going,
bro.
You hungry because you cutting weight? Hey, bro, they're starving children. They're starving kids in Africa or like somewhere else.
To quintuple overtime because you could fail to make no points.
That's your fault.
That's your fault. Yeah, that's how it worked.
But yeah, man. I mean, they should inspire you in other areas of life too. So I guess that's how I'd wrap up my little segment.
Anyways, that's what we want to leave you guys with today. This one was really short.
Yeah.
Kind of keep it short and sweet. This was just talking about branding. It's short because we're not really like established fully yet. It's just rolling. We're trying to keep up the paces we're moving.
Yep.
But the idea here is putting one foot in front of the other and keep going.
Just keep working, man.
So that's what we kind of want to leave you guys with here today. Updates. Still fundraiser going on.
Yes.
Till May 30th. Hop on that. The Venmo link is either on one of our stories all the time, pretty much,
or it'll be the
Justwork story.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if we can get it in the Justwork Instagram's bio, maybe, to set a link, maybe like that. I don't know how that works.
Tree. Yeah, no, we'll get a link tree going, but honestly,
he's better at computer stuff. I just talk.
The Asian guy's better at computer stuff.
Oh, figured.
But yeah, no, like so far though we've been actually pretty happy with like the progress we've been making. I mean, we donated $100 of our own money, so we have $200. We were able to get an extra $10, and then someone actually was kind enough to donate $50 to us.
Yeah, so we have $260 going to whatever gym they decide.
We have one vote already for one gym.
Yep. See.
So yeah,
hop on that.
Hop on. Yeah, we can't disclose. I mean, again, we'll be completely transparent with the whole process, but we just want to really let the people really decide. Where the money goes, because we have our own home gym and stuff like that, and also too, even though we're starting this fundraiser, we just want to come from an unbiased position. So
so that's it for today. Hope everyone's having a good day. Catch you in that next one.
Yes, sir.
Justwork, bitch.
We'll work on that sign off, guys. All right, we're cutting off. We're signing off here. Peace.
Wasn't that rough?